Hello, fellow gardeners. Today, I want to share a secret that's been buried in the soil for centuries. We often focus on what grows above ground, flowers, tomatoes, lettuces, but the real magic is beneath our feet. If you get the soil right, everything else follows. For years I relied on compost and manure, but there's something even more transformative, an ancient, humble grain. This isn't a modern invention, but a forgotten grain our ancestors valued for the life it gave back to the land. I've seen it turn tired earth into living, thriving soil, full of worms and microbes. This grain is a game changer for anyone who loves to garden. Think of your soil as a living entity. It needs more than just nutrients. It needs structure and a thriving community of microorganisms. This grain acts as a long-term partner, building a resilient ecosystem from the ground up. Over the next few minutes, I'll show you what this grain is, how it works, and how you can use it to unlock your garden's full potential. Let's rediscover a method as old as the hills and create gardens that are productive, beautiful, and truly self-sustaining. This is a story every gardener needs to hear. The grain I'm talking about is millet. Millet, often seen as birdseed or ancient porridge, was once a staple across Africa and Asia, prized for its resilience in poor, dry soils. It's not just one plant, but a group of small-seeded grasses, with pearl and foxtail millet being the best for gardeners. Millet was overshadowed by wheat, maize, and rice, but its qualities remain unmatched. It grows fast, producing lots of organic matter in a single season. Its dense, fibrous roots break up compacted soil and create channels for air and water, something fertilizer can't do. Millet works from within. As a cover crop, it's a living soil conditioner. Its lush growth suppresses weeds and protects soil, then enriches it when incorporated back into the earth. Millet thrives in poor soil, making it perfect for reviving tired beds or new plots. It's nature's restoration crew, waiting for us to remember its value. Let's welcome millet back into our gardens. It's time to rediscover its power. To appreciate millet, look beneath the surface. Its fine, fibrous roots break up heavy soil, creating pathways for air and water, a process called biodrilling. These roots release exudates that feed beneficial bacteria and fungi, building a thriving soil ecosystem. Millet produces a huge amount of organic matter in just a few months, capturing carbon and turning it into leaves and stems. When you cut and incorporate millet, you're making a major deposit into your soil's organic matter bank. This improves water retention, provides slow-release nutrients, and feeds soil life. Unlike chemical fertilizers, millet builds long-term soil health. The result is humus-rich, fertile soil that supports life for years. It's a regenerative, cyclical process that transforms your garden from the ground up. Let me share a story from my own garden. I had 2 tomato beds. One always lagged behind, despite compost and feeds. One autumn, I sowed pearl millet in the struggling bed, while the other got its usual compost mulch. The millet grew into a lush carpet, protecting the soil through winter. In spring, I chopped and turned the millet into the soil. The difference was immediate. The soil was lighter, easier to work, and full of life. That season, tomatoes in the millet bed outperformed the others. Stronger plants, deeper green leaves, more resilient to blight, and a third higher yield. The soil stayed moist longer and teemed with earthworms. One season of millet did more than years of compost alone. It wasn't magic, just the power of a living plant working with the soil. This lesson changed how I garden forever. Sometimes the simplest changes make the biggest difference. Millet truly revitalized my soil. Ready to try millet? It's simple, even for beginners. Use millet as a cover crop or green manure. Sow in late spring or late summer. Prepare your bed by removing weeds and lightly raking the surface. Scatter millet seeds evenly. No need for perfect rows. Rake gently to cover the seeds, then water if the soil is dry. In a week or two, you'll see a green haze as seedlings emerge. Let millet grow into a thick green blanket. Before it sets seed, cut it down when it's lush and green. Either leave the cut plants as mulch or incorporate them into the topsoil. I prefer mixing it in. It gets the organic matter working faster. Wait 3 to 4 weeks before planting your next crop. You'll be amazed at the transformation. Millet is the easiest way to revive tired soil. For experienced gardeners, millet offers even more. Try mixing millet with a nitrogen-fixing legume like vetch or clover for a balanced green manure cocktail. This combo boosts both carbon and nitrogen, feeding soil microbes efficiently. For no-dig gardens, use millet as a chop-and-drop mulch. Cut it down and leave it on the surface. The mulch suppresses weeds, conserves moisture, and feeds the soil as it breaks down. Millet's roots act as a biological plow, breaking up compacted areas naturally. 2 successive millet crops in a year can rapidly boost organic matter in poor soils. Adjust when you cut millet young for quick nutrients, mature for long-term soil building. Experiment to tailor millet's benefits to your garden's needs. Millet is a versatile tool for every soil challenge. As we finish, remember, sometimes the best solutions are the oldest. By bringing millet back, we're regenerating our soil and building resilience for the future. Gardening is a journey, and soil is its foundation. Using millet is an ongoing conversation with your garden. A way to give back to the earth. Start small. Try millet in one bed and see the results for yourself. The health of our gardens is in our hands. Let's build a legacy of fertile, living soil. Millet connects us to ancient wisdom and empowers us as stewards of the land. It's a secret too good to keep. Give it a try, get your hands dirty, and watch the magic happen. Share your soil stories and help spread this knowledge. Happy gardening.